Okay,
knew
so
it, bro.
I'm gonna tell
I knew it
you.
from the jump. Oh.
So I'm gonna tell you. See, this is the reason why I needed you to just not say anything. I should have just told you, just don't say jack. Just watch the movie because I didn't want you to be like, oh, that person. This person's gonna die. It's like, just watch the movie. Like, I understand.
I didn't say she was gonna die. I said I hope she doesn't die because I like her.
but in a lot of movies they gonna kill like one of your favorite characters.
I know.
9 times out of 10, it's going to happen. But she was one of my favorite characters, and when I was watching it in the theater, of course, I'm not talking through the movie or anything like that. I'm just like, that's why it's different watching it in the theater because ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Yeah.
Whereas
but ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You're saying these questions out loud. Is the thing. You're saying everything out loud, and it's just like, it is not to say that I couldn't get into the movie, but it's because I already seen it. I just needed you to be quiet because I was quiet. I just wanted the natural. I just wanted you to have like the natural reaction because
that is a natural reaction for me though. Like, right. I'm gonna be sitting here. The only reason why is because theater etiquette in the theater. You're supposed to shut the hell up. True. But if I'm at home, I'm gonna be like, and I'm watching a movie. I'm like, yo, no. I do it when I'm watching when I'm reading books.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I was reading Half-Blood Prince in my room, right, in high school. And when that scene comes up in the book where Snape kills Dumbledore, right? Yeah. I'm like, I said it out loud, and my mom comes running in my room like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No," because I'm like, no, like that, right? And she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's a good scene in this book."
Right.
It's the same thing for me watching movies, but yeah, man.
But I wholeheartedly understand, man. Like for me, I probably would have cried. Like, I literally would have cried like the same way that I teared up in the theater watching it at home. But it was just, I knew that I probably wouldn't get into it. It wouldn't feel the same as like the first watch.
Yeah. It's kind of like,
it's always different.
Unsee
the first
the
reaction
movie.
Is always, the first reaction is always, right. It's always like up there. And sorry, y'all, if I sound a little nasally, your girl,
she going through
getting
it.
harder and harder to breathe. No Maroon 5, but and that's because the nasalies. But shout out to my girl for delivering me some ramen and some of this Vicks. I'm blocking y'all out. But if y'all would so graciously sponsor your girl, and if y'all do start making candles, and I'm gonna put my tweet up there, boom. If you do see some residue of the Vicks on my neck, yeah, that's what it is. It ain't like I didn't rub the lotion in or anything like that.
I mean, she just slathered in it. Just like how all these ladies was oiled up to high heaven. She oiled herself up in Vicks. But that's what we do. That's what we do.
So I could breathe. And I'm gonna do
it
again.
The blacks, the Caribbeans, everybody. Off. The Spanish, we all
gonna do it again.
Just oil down in Vicks, okay? You're sick.
Facts. And I'm gonna do it again.
And I would do it again, exactly.
And I would do it again.
but oh my God. Oh, this movie was so good.
I'm happy that you liked it because when I saw it, it just had me on like another level of I'm ready to kick somebody behind. Because when we left, you should have. I wish you would have came with us to see it in the theater.
Because I can imagine, like
people
that
in the
scene
theater
where they were prepping to go to war. That part where I was saying where it reminds me a lot of like the haka from like the
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably saying that completely wrong. I apologize to all my Polynesian people, but it reminds me of that. And when you watch videos of people doing that, you feel it. Like, you feel something swell up in you. And watching that, you feel something swell up in you. Gives the same
energy. Yeah.
Because it's kind of like they calling upon the ancestors kind of energy.
Right.
And it's just, there's something so just powerful about something like that, you know?
Yeah, something riles up in you.
And then especially the fact that it's all women. Black women. Black women warriors.
Yeah.
Whole nother level.
Now, if you would have saw this in theaters, and you would have been in there. Now, keep in mind, it was a sprinkle of black people when we went to go see it, but the majority of the theater was filled with Hispanic people and white people too. And when she was crowned Woman King, the whole theater, like even the moments where oh boy died and all of that stuff, the theater was set off. I might bleep out what I just said, but the whole theater was set off. Everybody was just like clapping everything, and everybody was just saying how great of a movie it was and all of that stuff as they were like leaving and whatever. Mm-hmm. And my mama even said in not so many words, she's like, I'm the warrior king. She was telling Vince, my dad, y'all, she was telling my dad, talk about, oh, I'm the warrior king. He's like, here she go. And she's like, shut up. She tell all of us to shut up. And she's like, shut up. And then I was like, but that was a good movie. Like, it does help make you feel empowered. And that was why we had a whole conversation about about black films inside the car. And I was like, it's so important to have movies like that outside of like Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Because Black Panther was one of those films where it empowered young black kids, young, men, and young women coming up and seeing something like that. So it's great to have something like that from a woman's perspective. You know what I'm saying?
It's giving the girl power. Just like how,
it does.
A lot of people, because again, anybody can relate to any character, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of the color of the character's skin tone, whatever. It's like how some people were felt when they watched Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel. They came out of the theater. Women came out of the theater feeling powerful.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is on a different level because of the subject matter,
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it's during a time of slavery and they were freeing people from chains. Like, you don't see movies about slavery where it's like that, where somebody's being freed, where they're fighting to free somebody. Granted, of course, we all know that the history of the homie is a little sketch, because they were active participants in the slave trade. But considering this, we always see people being sold into slavery and being abused, and I like that they didn't overtly show that whole scene.
Right.
Because it's such trauma porn. They do it in these slavery movies, and it's just like,
it is.
We need the graphicness to show how horrible it is? Sure, that's fine. But it's like every single movie about slavery has that trauma porn in there. And we don't need it.
We don't.
Because...
And that's what I do.
You do need, to some degree, the shock value for people to truly understand what the reality of that situation was. It's like watching video, and mind you, y'all, we are recording this during Black History Month, so this is okay.
I mean, I was gonna say that too, but go ahead, girl.
So this is extremely on point right now. but it's kind of like watching those videos of people getting hosed during the civil rights movement. It puts it into perspective for you as a person watching that. Like, this really happened to people. You feel me? But it's not necessary every single movie. Every single movie is somebody
I was
getting...
gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the same thing, and I'm not trying to cut you off. It's just because I have like 18 minutes left on my memory card. I'm not trying to cut you off or nothing, but I don't want us to be long-winded, and then we get to a good point, and then boom, I'm down to 1 minute. But anyway, what I was gonna say was, so if I start talking fast like Twister, you know what it is. But what I was gonna say was that I'm happy that they didn't show any like of the beatings, and yeah, we saw like the essay stuff and stuff like that, but it wasn't like you saw the full blown
exactly. It wasn't situation. Like over in your face, like exactly. Yeah, this is definitely an essay scene. Like it was very much heavily implied,
right? And that's something that I literally was like, a lot of people need to start taking note of how this film was created, how it was one, well written, because you can imply things and then you can add smack on layers and layers of detail and go deep in depth into showcasing all of that. Not everybody wants to see a traumatic experience. Just like we know the legendary series Roots.
Right.
None of us wants to see somebody getting beaten. Nobody wants to see like the wounds that Kunta had and all of that stuff. Nobody wants to see any of that stuff. You can imply it by simply having somebody slumped. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody tending to said wounds after the fact.
Exactly. And
that is a product of the time. What we need is less of that going forward.
Exactly.
And the thing with this, like that whole situation, it was heavily implied that was what happened.
Exactly.
She didn't overtly say it until a certain point in the movie that was what happened.
But she didn't even need to say it, to be honest.
You could tell, and this is just a testament to how much of an amazing actress Viola Davis is. You could see it in her face, bro.
Exactly.
And you just saw her face when they were talking about it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, if you are in tune, bro, and are actually watching it, you know, you can figure it out very quickly that's what happened."
Yeah.
That is just a testament to how skillful, masterful she is in her craft. Okay.
And also, I might add that even the big reveal, I'm not going to spoil it, y'all. Y'all got to watch the movie. It's 2 hours long. Get your popcorn, snacks, all of that. Go watch it. Anyway, happy Black History Month, by the way. But anyway, so, first of all, I got to put my fist up. But anyway, so I'm going to go back, not too far back into the whole story situation and whatever. But one thing that I do appreciate is that they made it known that these warriors, these women, were a family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they went through their process. Yeah, you from whatever tribe and whatever. Yeah, you don't have any family. We your family now. We're one huge community.
Exactly. Olive Garden. When you're here, your family.
Okay. But no. We not dining at Olive Garden, okay?
But anyway. Okay.
But anyway.
But yeah.
But it's one that foundation from, you know, when people are slaves and stuff, that they kept that foundation as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We trying to stay together as long as we possibly can, even if we split away from our families and stuff like that. We can't help who tears us apart, but we can stay together as long as we possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Or we gonna fight to stay together, regardless of whatever. So, I think one of the big things for me was that I love that sense of community, that sense of love, that sense of oneness. Even when it came to trying to go back and get your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to break the rules sometimes. That's what you got to do for the people that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And also, I do love the fact that she had, we're going to say, because I don't know how to pronounce her real name. We're going to call her the rule breaker. She had everybody and their mama breaking the rules. Yes. Because I don't know how to pronounce her real name. But, she had everybody breaking the ruls. Because,
oh, you mean Nawi? The actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce her name, child. We ain't even finna try it.
Right.
But she had everybody breaking the rules, and everybody was willing to break the rules at a certain point. They knew that they shouldn't have done that because it's always like, you know, you gonna fight alone, you die alone, you get left behind, you get sold. That's a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. But people were like, no, I bonded with this person. I can't leave this person behind.
It doesn't have to be this way.
You know what I'm saying? It don't. If I'm alive, then that person can be alive too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's get to the king. Because we had enough talk about the tribe. The tribe, yeah, the girls. But the king. Okay, so I'm going to just say this. The only thing that I did not like about the king, and I was trying so hard not to laugh while Hugin was watching it, because this wig, it either got curlier or it got kinkier. And the only thing that I have an issue with is that it should not have the Spanish S curl. Okay?
It should not.
And
it should.
I was just
they
like,
should not have been
like
Soul Glow up in here, just drippy.
It should have been. That wig was giving very much DeBarge 2.0. And I was over it. I was over it.
At the very least, it wasn't giving Tyler Perry wig.
You want to know what's crazy is that it wasn't giving Tyler Perry wig, but at the same time, it was just giving. We know that's not your natural texture, and it's not to say that black people can't have looser curl patterns. It's just
the changes. It's the changes.
That
it's not the fact that
juice.
Looser curl pattern. It's the thick, thin. What like? And it's like somebody being chubby in one scene, and in the next scene they a toothpick. Like,
right?
It's noticeable, y'all. Be consistent, please.
I think the thing that was getting me was that he went from having juice and berries, and then one of the final shots, it was like, what is happening? It's giving
juice everywhere.
Because that's what it was giving. It was giving juice and berries, like the entire. And you want to know what's crazy is that the cut fit his head, but it was just like, okay, if we would have got a kinkier hair texture, or even say, yo, you think you might want to grow your hair out or something, I think that would be, better for you or whatever. Because we've seen this person grow their hair out and have braids and why couldn't he have braids? Would have been too feminine? Did it not give King? You know what I'm saying?
It could have possibly been to differentiate him from the women and the Agoje, because if you notice, they all have braids in their hair.
Yeah. Okay, true. But still, in the same breath, even if we said, okay, no to the braids, y'all couldn't have told my boy, okay, we need to fit you for hair. If he picked that curl, okay, so I'm going to say this. If he picked that curl, now you know. I'm going to look into the camera. Now you know. Now you know. And I'm trying to laugh because
now you know that's not your hair, bro.
Because Hugin makes me laugh because her laugh is contagious, and I'm trying to be serious. Now you know. Come on, my boy. you know. Because your hair went from, the wig went from juice and berries to like one of the last frames. It's like...
It's giving Spanish like curl.
Tighter. It was giving tighter curl in one of the shots. And I was just like, okay, that would have been acceptable.
Right.
But in every shot, it's giving wet and wavy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the attire was great. I'm going to get off of them because they're going to be like, she went on a whole tangent.
Costume design was
costume design was fire.
They had my man in
fire.
The just most gorgeous African print.
They did, even though
just the drip,
was fresh
the
out
drip.
Of somebody's, okay, I'm gonna say this. It was a couple pieces where I felt like he was fresh out of somebody's fraternity. The girls know what I'm talking about. The girls that since the Wardies know what I'm talking about. And then there was other ones where he looked like he was straight out of Northwestern. Shout out to the Bulls, but also he was
Miami girls know.
And I was just like, oh, he looked like, one of the Northwestern Bulls. Okay. But it was just, that's what it was giving. And I was trying not to, like, blow up his spot and be like, I see what this is giving, but I'm not finna do that. Not too much on him. Not too much.
We ain't trying to be thirsty on the timeline. I'm just saying. Anyway.
I mean, I'm not finna... Hold up.
Because here's the thing. The reason why I said that is because... you give compliments and people feel like you're being thirsty, and that's not the case.
You're blowing their head up. Yeah, it ain't.
We're just being objective about this. Exactly. You looking good. You looking good. Period. Point blank.
He was looking good.
Trying to be sliding in your DMs. We ain't in here trying to be sliding your DMs.
Yeah,
you ain't that
in anybody's DMs.
You ain't all that for us to be sliding in your DMs like that. Everybody else think you all that hot shit, but you ain't that good, okay?
Okay. Houston, you're going to mess up my opportunity of getting a gig, and I'm keeping this in. Don't mess up my opportunity trying to speak for the both of us.
I'm speaking for me.
Herself.
I'm clarifying that. I'm speaking for me.
But
you cool and all, but we ain't trying to slide in your DMs like that.
But don't say we. You.
Okay. Okay,
because you want to know why I gotta do all of that? Because she's trying to lump me in with her.
When I say we, I mean me.
I'm trying to.
When I say we, I mean me. Flip that W upside down. I mean me.
And put a giant E next to that thing and slide it over to her side. But the only thing that I'm trying to do is work with the guy because. He's cool. He looks like cool people. You know
actor,
what I'm saying?
Though. He did a really good job. He gave tingly here.
He did. But one thing that I did have a problem with is that it's not like they tried to punk him or anything in the as the king or anything like that. It don't peep that I didn't peep that you sipped the bottle like it was sipping tea. Because when I said what I said. But anyway, we're going to...
No, because I had a feeling you were going to say something a little different. But anyway.
No. What was I going to say? We're going to talk about that. We're going to have that conversation a little bit later. Without the people in front of us. But anyway. But, what I was going to say was that there were moments... I understand he's very trusting and everything to his people and whatever. But there were so many moments where it was just like... When the time came for you to put your foot down, you should already had your foot down to begin with. That's where so many people was trying to like punk him low key, and that was where it was like, oh, niggas think that you soft. You don't ever want nobody to be thinking that you soft. And then when Viola Davis actually said what she needed to say, then he felt like, oh, I need to huff and puff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you needed to tell your wife what you needed to tell your wife.
Mm-hmm.
You snapped on her a little bit, but I needed you to not slap her or anything. We don't do any DV.
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
No DV. But
we don't be beating no
you
women,
needed to put her. You needed to verbally put her in her place and be like, yo.
Right. But I get it because when you think about it, he's new to this king stuff, right? Number one.
Yeah.
Right? Two, remember what they said in the beginning, where it's like, why does he favor her? he has a soft spot for her. And that's why, and because of him allowing her the grace to do what she felt she needed to do, that's why old girl felt like she could do anything as well.
Felt some kind of way.
Yeah. And she felt some kind of way about it. You could see in her eyes. She is also a brilliant actress, because you could see in her face that she was not here for any of it. She was just mad jelly. But anyway, that's why she felt like she could go the extra mile. And so then at that point, it's kind of like she's pushing her past her bounds. And that's probably why he stepped in and was like, yo, I don't want you doing this. Because I've given you so much leeway that everybody else feel like they could just
do whatever.
Say whatever. You know?
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, he still trusted her. It was just everybody seeing or trying to punk him. And that's where the wife had too much dip on a chip. And she was just oh, no, you need to da-da-da-da. That's why you kind of looked at her like...
Swerve. Pause.
Right. I loved everybody's performances. It was so good. I wish I could say more, but I can't because I'm sick. And I don't want Hyojin to do all the talking.
And she's kind of pushing it, yeah.
Yeah, I am. But I hope you guys really, really and truly enjoyed this video. You guys know what to do because it's all right here. Do the liking, do the commenting in the comment section. Subscribing. Press all. You know what I'm saying?
Not enough of you people watching the video are subscribed. Make our hearts happy by subscribing to the channel.
Because everybody be watching, but y'all don't subscribe.
Exactly. We want to know that you like our videos. So subscribe.
Facts.
So you can get all the notifications. And hit the notification bell when you do. Click all notifications so when you know when a new video is coming out. Okay? We on this. And
we gonna see y'all
in the next video.
They already know what to do. We gonna catch y'all in the next video.
Peace.
Stay black if you black. And we gonna say what? Peace out. Oh, and this too.